gonna see this, so let's watch.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. This is.
Yesterday we talked about me being downstairs packing up everything. That's what I was packing up.
Oh my goodness. So you have a closet reserved just for this?
2
huh?
closets. Those are
That's
handles.
amazing.
There's different shapes and sizes of handles that you can use. And that's how the reed comes. It comes like in bundles like that.
This is like a full-blown business. I mean, you know.
Well,
I
at
mean,
least it looks good.
Mission or ministry, whatever you call it, but.
And that is there's different ways. The one I showed earlier is woven on the bottom, but that's got a hardwood base.
Oh.
And there's a groove all around it.
Oh, okay.
And you insert the reed into that groove.
Now, why are you bending?
The reed on one side is smooth, and on the other side it's porous. And when it's porous, when you bend it, it will fray like. And so you want to make sure that the frayed side is on the inside of the basket.
Oh, okay.
So you bend it to see which side is frayed, and you make sure you weave that to the inside of the basket. There's the soaking the reed there.
How long do you have to soak them?
2 or 3 minutes. It isn't very long. Sometimes I get impatient and don't leave them in there long enough.
Now, do you only have to soak the reeds or those longer things that?
Everything. The bases you don't, or the handles, but any of the reed you use. So you can see that the reed is inserted into that groove, and then this is called twining. And it's what it does is it basically it twists around each one and holds the reed in that groove.
Oh.
You can see how that's pushed up against there.
Okay.
It's over under. Just basically like we used to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you said you couldn't follow a pattern, but you just.
I don't understand patterns very well. I guess she just showed me how to make the one basket, and I just started making baskets.
That's amazing.
I've ordered patterns, but when I try to read them, there's terminology that, because I'm not a professional, I guess I don't understand.
Is it tying a knot somewhere for your end?
No, there's no glue, no knots.
Really?
It actually goes under itself. You weave everything under itself. That's what holds it. It holds itself.
But except for those grooves, you said. Okay.
So that's basically what you're doing is they call it upsetting the spokes. Those are called the spokes of the basket, whether they be a woven bottom or the solid bottom. And then you upset them, you turn them up, and then you begin to weave up to shape the basket. And the direction that the spoke will go is the direction the basket will go. So when you weave it, if your spokes are going out like that, then the basket's going to go out. So if you want the basket to go more straight up, you have to pull the reed tighter to make that spoke. The direction that spoke is laying is the direction the basket will go.
So does the reeds need to stay damp while you're
They
working?
need to stay damp, so you have a spray bottle that you just spray. And the clipping is just basically to keep them out of your way, to keep them up and out of your way while you're going to the next group.
Now, do you find, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Do you find it stressful or therapeutic?
Oh, therapeutic.
Okay.
I'm not a good sleeper. And so at night, I would go down and spend 3 or 4 hours, and when I would get through with that, I would rest.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I couldn't read.
An unwind.
While
you're winding,
it really does.
You're actually unwinding.
Really,
Yeah, that's
has
good.
been, it really does.
You know, I'm watching this and
Wow.
all these different steps and things that you're saying, and it's making me agitated.
I can't say that there's not been times when I had to take one apart and put it back together, take it apart, put it back together, that I didn't get a little agitated, yes.
And so what's amazing is that you had the friend Renee that you told us about last show, that you didn't just have her come over and do it.
Well, she lives in Indiana, and I'd only see her on the weekends. And I'm one of those people that once I want to do something, I sort of want to do it all the time.
Right.
So I would work on things and take them to her, and she basically would ask me how I figured out how to do that. Well, you can always go on the internet and type in how do you do this.
Yeah.
Like one of my friends was there doing music. Tim Parton is a pianist that travels with a Southern Gospel venue, and he was there doing a CD in the studio, and I felt impressed in the middle of the night to make him a basket. Well, I wanted to put these leather handles on it, and I'd never put leather handles on a basket. So I typed on Google how to attach leather handles on a basket, and it showed me how to do it. And
Now, have you ever broken one of them while
oh
you
yeah,
tried to work?
yeah.
How do
If it's not,
do you have to start over?
well, no, you can. It's kind of
Replace it?
well, it's hard to replace it because you've got it attached. So what you do is where it's broken, you insert another one down past it until it's covered by another reed.
I see.
It's kind of like I said.
of a cover
If you
up.
ever wallpaper, you know, you learn when you wallpaper how to
Yeah.
kind of make things. Well, it's kind of like that. I think weavers that are very serious about what they're doing will tell you that there's no glue, no stapling, no nails. That that really the basket holds itself. The weaving holds the basket together.
But are you using a couple little tools there?
Yes, there's special scissors that work better, and there's a couple of tools that will lift the reed up and help you be able to get underneath it, and that's the cards there. That's the messages that the Lord's given me to go with each one of the baskets.
Wow.
Okay, wow.
That's basically,
Well, what does that message say?
that basket is called the Sabbath basket, and it's about resting in Christ.
Well,
And
you give that to somebody.
That is the whole purpose. Once I, this began to unfold, and I begin to just sit and I'll say argue with God about the whole thing.